Hi guys, welcome to Algebra's Greek number 9. We're looking at equations. I have simplified grade 6 and 7 algebra into 10 videos, which has helped many kids just like you. I would advise you to actually watch all of these videos because it contains handy hints and explains things that if I'm maybe going too fast, then have a look at the video where we did the principles of a certain function and so forth. Okay, equations, what are we looking at? We are looking at yellow apple plus 2 equals a purple apple plus 3. We are looking at that equal. Equation equal sign. Okay? So there's an equal sign. Even in video 1, I had a handy hint up for you and said, what you do on the one side, you do on the other side. Remember, because what you are adding is actually not there. You are putting it there. Just like in fractions, when you have to do the same at the top and the bottom, it's because you added that. It wasn't there. That's why you need to make sure that it's done on both sides. Okay, now, what you do on the one side, you do on the other side, like I said. When you're moving over an equal, you use the inverse function. So for plus, you use minus. For minus, you use plus. For multiplication, you use division. For division, you use multiplication. Okay, let's have a look. Grouping. If you group, they must be the same. They can't just be apples. They have to be the same color apples. If you don't follow, have a look at video 8 where I explained this. You have to get x on one side by itself. X or the unknown. X could be y, or it can be b or c or so forth as well. But the unknown needs to be by itself. Equal, what you do on the one side, you must do on the other side. Okay, let's have a look at an example. Here you have x plus 10 equals 22. I said rule 1, don't remember, don't throw anything away. Keep your sweeties safe, hey? We want to move the 10 to the other side to get the x by itself. So how do we get rid of the 10? We minus 10 this side. But what you do on the one side, you must do on the other side. So you minus 10 there, and you have x by itself, and you have 22 minus 10 because these two cancel out. It amounts to 0. And then you have 22 minus 10, which gives you 12. Remember, you can use your ruler to do that if you are scared of not calculating accurately. Okay. Another example. Here we have x plus 10 equals 22. Okay. Now I am going to show you what happens if you decide to move x. You see, it's exactly the same one. If you decide to move x to the other side and not 10. Okay. Now, to move x to that side, you have to minus x here. That will amount to 0. And then you have to minus x on this side. Because what you do on the one side, you must do on the other side. You use inverse. Inverse of positive x would be negative x. So, then you're left with 10. The 22 needs to move there. So you minus it here and you minus it there. So you have 10 minus 22 minus, sweetie rule, the minus stays, okay? And then you have 12 but you also have minus x on this side and not x. But because you have, they always ask you for positive value, not minus x, unless it's specifically asked that way. So x would actually equal plus 12. Because how do we get rid of the minus? You multiply by a minus and you multiply by a minus. What you do on the one side, you do on the other side. And that would give you two positives. As you can see, you still get the same answer. So don't worry about moving it this side or that side. This method is just easier and less room for miscalculation. Okay, let's have a look at another example. Now we have a fraction. A fraction minus 5 equals 20. Okay, so leave the fraction as is first. We're moving the 5 over to the 20. So the fraction stays equal. The 5, we plus minus 5, so we use inverse, plus 5, plus 5. These two gives you 0. 20 plus 5 gives you 25. Now, remember your sweeties, you don't throw anything away. How to get rid of this 2? That is divided by 2. Inverse would be multiplied by 2. So these two would cancel, and 25 times 2 would give you 50. Okay? Have a look at this video again, and you can actually slow it down and see. If you didn't catch that, you can let me know in the comments. If this helped you, then also let me know, like the video. Also check out Algebra is Greek, the sweetie rule, number 1, and Algebra is Greek number 10, where we look at expressions which are similar but not the same. Always remember, you can do this.